Welcome to Structural Basic USA. In this series, we're going to learn how real engineers design wood beams step by step using actual examples and US building codes. We'll start with loads. Then we'll learn how beams receive those loads, how engineers calculate bending, shear, and deflection. And eventually, we'll size a real wood beam from start to finish. Today is step 1. Understanding the difference between PSF and PLF. Imagine you're looking at a structural drawing. You see a roof live load of 20 pounds per square foot. Everything looks normal. But then you try to design a beam, and suddenly that 20 PSF becomes completely useless. Why? Because beams are not designed using PSF. They're designed using PLF. So here's the question. How do engineers convert one into the other? Before we answer that, let's quickly understand what these terms mean. PSF stands for pounds per square foot. It's a load acting over an area. Think about snow covering a roof, or roof live load acting across the roof surface. Those loads are usually given in pounds per square foot. PLF stands for pounds per linear foot. Instead of acting over an area, it acts along a line. And that's exactly how a beam receives load. A beam doesn't directly support a roof area. A beam supports a line load. So how do we make the conversion? We need one additional piece of information: tributary width. For this example, let's assume our beam supports 8 feet of roof. Now the conversion becomes very simple. Line load equals area load times tributary width. Let's plug in the numbers. 20 pounds per square foot times 8 feet equals 160. So the beam receives 160 pounds per linear foot. This may seem like a small step, but every beam calculation starts right here. If this conversion is wrong, everything that follows will be wrong. The bending calculation, the shear calculation, the deflection check, and ultimately, the beam size you choose. One of the most common mistakes beginners make is using PSF directly in a beam calculation. Remember this simple rule: beams carry line loads, not area loads. Today we learned how to convert PSF into PLF, but we're still missing something important. Where did that 8-foot tributary width come from? How do engineers determine that value? That concept is called tributary width, and it's one of the most important ideas in structural design. We'll cover it in the next video. See you there.